Hey you guys, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd as of the filming of this. Normally I'm not out on a Tuesday filming, but had some time between some contracts here, walking uphill, so I'm getting kind of winded here. Not very big uphill, but yeah, let me see. I gotta split here. I gotta find out which way I'm going. Okay, going the right way. This is the hill I'm going up here. So before I continue again and just be all on camera, I'm going to get to the top of the hill and we'll continue. Wow, I turned the corner. Had a little bend down there. I thought it would flatten out. It just keeps going up and up. We're almost there though, guys. Alright, as I was saying, welcome back. It's Tuesday, November 22nd. And normally I don't get out on Tuesdays, as I was saying, because I'm in between contracts right now. I guess they moved the start date to Monday after Thanksgiving. It was a nice day out today, so I figure I better take advantage of it. And decided come out do another gravesite video. But this is not your ordinary gravesite. There is no humans buried here. At least I hope there isn't. But we're right now on the former property of the original site of Argonne National Laboratory. And this is where, after they tested the first nuclear reactor.
Right onto
Oh, sorry. This is guiding me to where we got to go. But as I was saying, when they determined, they needed to do more experiments after the first nuclear reaction down at Stagg Field in Chicago, they needed to come to a safer place. And this was part of the Cook County Forest Preserve. But Argonne National Laboratory, they leased the land. They disassembled the Chicago Pile number 1 in Stagg Field and moved it out to this site out here. Renamed it Chicago Pile number 2. A few years later, they built another reactor that was water cooled, heavy water cooled, and that was Chicago Pile 3. That was intended to produce plutonium. But there's I think in Hartford, Connecticut, that one was successfully producing plutonium, so they didn't need to produce plutonium here. But they did continue to do the experiments and stuff like that, and helped build better new full-scale reactors. But it was in 1954 that they discontinued this reactor, and a lot of the nuclear material and stuff like that, the fuel and stuff like that, went to Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee. And the reactor itself was a pit was dug next to the reactor, and the thing was blown up and buried right next to where it was built. So right now we're going to go down there and see the site where this reactor is buried. So let's go. There's also another site on this property that we'll visit too. The second site we'll visit is just a disposal site where the experiments that they ran these nuclear tests on and stuff like that are irradiated. They said they low level radiation, so they just buried it here. So we'll visit that site too, and that site is a code name M. That really thing isn't a code name. I think that was a code name they used back when it was in operation. I don't believe that. I think that's what they still designated as today, though. The trail is kind of going everywhere. Hope I'm on the right one. Yeah, the Atomic Energy Commission and EPA. They have deemed the site safe. They keep monitoring it. I guess there's some wells, picnic area, the picnic areas where we park and stuff like that. There's some wells over there that they keep an eye on. But there are traces of tritium and strontium-90 in the groundwater around here, but to say the levels are low, they don't know if that's just natural radiation or is it from the site here. So the site was I think modified, or the site M anyway, is where they said it was leaking from. The groundwater was leaching through the material. So I think it was 1980s. They came in and excavated the site again. Put concrete walls that were. I'll get that information before by the time we get over there. I don't know. It's kind of like enclosed in a box now. But we should be getting close. I'm gonna check my map. Alright, I did check the map, and I've seen satellite photos of the area and this particular road that we're on. So right here we are just about to enter Site A. This would be the road back in the 1940s that you would have drove up on. And turning this bend would have been the gate to the actual site. In the aerial photographs you can see this bend, and you can see this trail going off this bend here. I'll put that photo of the aerial picture that I'm talking about. I'll put that up. Would have been the actual site, like right about in this area over here would have been like the parking lot. That's at least what you see in the aerial photo of the site when it was operation back then. And I think right about where this curve straightens out again would be where the gate was. So as I know, it was right before the gate was the parking lot. So yeah, maybe like this area, and then the parking area in that photo. And like right along this tree line here too. Probably be where you see the tree lines. That's kind of where the road straightens out. might have been right about here somewhere, along with the trees. Or maybe right up here a little bit. Maybe it straightened out a little bit. I wonder if there's a way to, sure there is a way, to overlay the 1940s image with the path today, so you can kind of match everything up. The way this kind of turns the gravel though, maybe this was where it is. Yeah. So this is probably, kind of looks like it kind of turns the gravel road here. So this is probably where they ripped up everything. This was the site. So we'd be walking on Site A right now. And it looks like when we turn here, we'd be heading towards where the reactor building would have originally been. Here's the sign. It says you are now entering Site A. Yeah, it says extensive cleanup. The site is safe for public recreation, but they don't recommend you go digging down there. Wolf Roof intersection 26. We are right there. And it says to go off to your right. Do you see another sign up ahead up there? And I see the tombstone. Too bad I didn't have a Geiger counter. Would have been interesting. I'd like to see for myself and for you guys. So this is kind of in relation to my Enrico Fermi video I just did. You know, he's directly responsible for these two, this reactor anyway, and countless other works. But here lies the world's first nuclear reactor. Like I was saying earlier, this was rebuilt on the site in 1943 after initial operation at the University of Chicago. This reactor, CP2, and the first heavy water moderated reactor CP3 were major facilities around which developed the Argonne National Laboratory. This site was released by the laboratory in 1956, and the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission then buried the reactors here. a lead and wood concrete shield around the Chicago Pile 2. It's an actual picture of what it looked like. There's says Director Walter Zinn conducting experiments at Site A. It says not just a pile of uranium and graphite, CP2 had an intricate system of rods and stringers that allowed scientists to control the reactions. And here it is after they blew it up and it fell into the ditch. Okay, it was on the ground. It was up. So this is the top down here. This is the bottom. It was up on the side, and they blew it up. I think I have a little video clip where I know I've seen it. I'll try to find it, and I'll put it up on here if I can.
The original argon sites have long since been abandoned. The discarded shells of the early Chicago reactors were buried beneath a hill in the forest preserve.
It says after removing any radioactive material or radioactive fuel and heavy coolant, CP2 and 3 were buried here, and other contaminated materials were disposed by nearby plot M. That's the second plot we're going to go see. So I wonder if this has... I guess back in the 70s, before they shut the place down again in the 80s and redid sites, they came out here and kind of surveyed everything, and a uranium pellet was found. Also graphite bricks and some other materials, so they kind of did a whole cleanup again in the 1980s. So this place was closed down from like 1980 until September of 1997. It reopened to the public again. Right here is one of the monitoring wells. So that's what they use to monitor the ground around here. I wonder if no trees grow in this area because of that, or is it just because they've stripped the land and just no trees have grown? Yeah, definitely a different kind of a gravesite. One that most people probably will never see. Alright, let's go try to find, I don't know which direction it is. I have to look at the map again to find the site M. I got the next location pulled up on the phone here, so I know which way to head so I don't get lost in these woods here. But I was thinking, should I leave a quarter? Here's another monitoring well. Like a lot of mountain bikers going through this way. Looks like fun too. Sharp turns. Guess I should have had a bike. I always say that when I'm in these huge woods, like the arsenal down south down there. Uh-oh. I think I'm lost. Yeah. Maybe, did I take a wrong turn? Oh. Well, I'm on trails. No, I was saying, yeah, I mean, I think we turned the wrong way. We're lost, guys. I gotta turn around. Because the GPS is saying now it's gonna take me like a half hour to get back to where we need to go, when it was only like 12 minutes before. Alright, let me take a better look at this. Alright, got situated. Got heading the right way. I had to come back, kind of backtrack, come out the same way. But as I was walking back out, there's the fence. Found the fence to the property. So the fence is still here. Or parts of it anyway. Actually, it looks like it goes down there pretty far. Surprised I didn't see that when we were walking in. Yeah, I'm so really shocked I didn't see that. It goes really far back too. So the fence is right there. Already gate. Oh, cool. Now I can line it up better. So I look at that aerial photograph. We're on our way to Site M now. I'm walking around out here and just the openness and alone does remind me of the Joliet Arsenal too. Quiet, peaceful. I have to look on the satellite. I don't remember where that. This is a trail now, but I know back in the 40s too. I think it led to something. I have to take a look at the satellite photo, and I highly, highly doubt there's even anything back there. I think even in the photo it was like a wood building, or so there's probably been absolutely no remnants, nothing back there. I'd like to see what all the trees, the leaves on the trees, everything green. It's gotta look pretty wild too. Well, according to the map, it looks like I got an 8-minute walk to the next site. So, if I see something, we'll get you going again. Not. See you when we get there. I hear voices behind me about here. Banging and finally there's some people. I haven't seen people in a while. But anyway, I was thinking, it's a nice drive into the reactor site here, back in the 40s, down a nice wooded road, quite a ways from the main road. It was a 20-minute hike. Oh, I see what that noise is. Woodpecker on that tree right there. Yeah, first rows. And I heard the noise and walking, and I'm like looking up in the woods. What the hell is that? That definitely didn't sound natural, you know. Well, I guess it is natural. It's the bird doing it. But you know what I mean. It wasn't just like the wind or anything knocking the woods. It was something making that noise. That's kind of why I started the camera. Besides thinking of what a nice drive it would have been on the way into the site. But at least now I know it's not Bigfoot or something messing with me. It's just a woodpecker.
Slight left onto Palos Trail System. Palos Trail System. Orange single track trail.
There was people that were coming up right behind me. Where'd they go? Disappeared. What'd that take? Slight right? I don't get lost again. I have to turn around. I guess we're going, yeah, I did see the set of the. I think that was the way we came in. So now we're going to go this way. So I'll probably have to come back out this trail to get back out of here. But we'll see. We're on our way. Alright, I think we're coming up to the site now. I see some, looks like a marker. There's birds and wildlife around. That's always a good sign. I didn't see the birds had two heads or anything. Yeah, this is it. So they did re-excavate this site, and I said they were put concrete walls. They're 18 inches thick. They go 8 feet into the ground, covered with a 1-inch slab of concrete, then covered with 2 feet of soil. But as it says, do not dig. Buried in this area is radioactive material from nuclear research conducted here from 1943 to 1949. Burial area is marked by 6 corner markers 100 feet from this center point. There is no danger to visitors. At one time, I know the knoll was vandalized. They chiseled it out. So it looks like they fixed that. Yeah, somebody had vandalized it. I don't know when that was and when they had fixed this. But they chiseled out the no. So it read, there is danger to visitors. Let's see if we can find any markers. This is 100 feet from this center point. So let's go off. See this trail here. Kind of see it slope down, so you'd think that, you know, they got the tomb. I don't see any other markers this way. The trail gets kind of thick and just goes down to that ravine there. Seems kind of like a mound, so I know you got the big cement encasement there, and that's buried under 2 feet. So how far away is 100 feet? I'm thinking, what do you think? Maybe at the base of the hill somewhere? Nothing stands out. I'm trying to keep the marker in sight there too. Here's a trail. Oh, maybe that's a marker. Oh, there's a stone. So maybe that's one of them. I see this thing out of the ground here too. What is this? Oh, that's just another monitoring well. So that's so they can open up. Probably some kind of instruments in there. Collecting data. Let's see, this is probably the marker here. So there's nothing on it, it's just a granite stone. See if we can spot any other ones. Oh, I do. Here's a side spot, another one there. So there's no other markings on anything, just granite markers. And there's 6 of them around the site, it says. So we found 2 here, saying there's probably another third, maybe 3 on the other side over there somehow. And like I said, I wish I had a Geiger counter just to see if the area is higher than, you know, areas outside of this. That was a weird sound. Okay, that's a regular bird. That first one was weird. Especially the first time it went off. Pretty cool. This is kind of cool. We got to come out here. It's actually a really beautiful day. It was really cold the last few days, so I didn't think this would be possible. Turn you guys around. Yeah, so I'm really happy I was able to get out and kind of show you what a little more of a Rico Fermi, actually, kind of tie into my last video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you that come in, watch, like, share, and subscribe. I got many more adventures ahead. I was at Days of the Dead just a couple days ago, this past weekend. So you might see that video before this one comes out, because I want to get that video out because there's a lot of vendors and stuff like that, and I think the sooner that video comes out, the better it'll do. So, with that being said, I love each and every one of you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next adventure, guys. Alright, now how the heck do I get out of here? I think it's not that long. I think it was probably about 12 minutes from here, I think, to back to the car. I don't know how much that is in miles, but 12-minute walk. guys for coming. I see you, Al. It's an odd spot to find a picnic bench. I've seen better days too. But yeah, I'm way off trail.